Alright, 2021 Ford box truck. Doing the blend door on this guy. You can probably get to a bunch more components that are broken just by doing this job. Went ahead, took out the dog box just for, space so I can get to stuff. You're gonna want to drain the coolant from your heater core before you even get started on this job. Can't really see the hoses there. I went ahead and just dumped it out of there. Came over here. You're still gonna have some residual fluid inside your heater core. Just have some rags ready. Over here you got your wiring harness. I could not get the plug out of the radio, so it's hanging there all wonky. There's like a bajillion screws in the back. These 2 screws for your mounting bracket if you have one. You gotta unplug your daggone blower motor. Disconnect all of the air vent hoses. I went ahead and got the blend door out. There's 3 screws. That back one's kind of hard to see, but they're all 8 millimeters. A lot of screws to get to this were Phillips. For my little bracket here, this guy, those were all hex or star bits, however you want to call it. I think it was like a T30. Once you get in there, it's not hard. There are 4 nuts on the back side in the engine bay. They're going to be hiding up behind your little stability bracket here, your bracket that connects a bunch of other junk. But there's 2 bolt holes up in there. I went ahead and grabbed the Icon set from Harbor Freight. These guys are sick. Those nuts are 15s. You can get to like one of them with like a flex head, but the rest of them you're gonna need some kind of flex head ratchet. Yeah, for the most part, disconnect most of your radio stuff if you got it. If not, I mean, there's no real way to get to the blend door behind the dash. It is pretty hard. So removing the radio is probably the easiest way to get to it. Just remember to disconnect all your hoses. There's no real wiring harness attached to it, except for your cover for your vent fans, or your vent fins, your air redirection. I went ahead and took the bolts off the dash. Didn't really need to do that. Kind of blooper on my end. Be careful. Have a magnet ready. These things will fall in your lap or in the engine bay if you have the dog box off. Other than that, I believe that's it. You gotta wiggle it out of there. There's this rubber piece connected to your blower motor. And you gotta do some wiggling, but it will come off. And don't forget to disconnect your blower motor as well. That is connected to the box. Other than that, pretty simple job. Took me like 30 minutes to an hour. I know it looks like a lot. You only disconnect 1 wire from the actual box itself. All the rest is hoses and getting the radio box out of the way. Alright guys, catch you later.